Amid the Ambedkar face-off, Prime Minister Narendra Modi takes on the Congress on platform X. Now, earlier in the day, the Prime Minister stated, and I quote, "If the Congress and its rotten ecosystem think their malicious lies can hide their misdeeds of several years, especially their insult towards Dr. Ambedkar, they are gravely mistaken. The people of India have seen time and again how the one party, led by one dynasty, has indulged in every possible dirty trick to obliterate the legacy of Dr. Ambedkar and humiliate the SC/ST communities. The list of the Congress's sins towards Dr. Ambedkar includes getting him defeated in elections not once but twice, Pandit Nehru campaigning against him and making his loss a prestige issue, denying him a Bharat Ratna, denying his portrait a place of pride in Parliament Central Hall. Congress can try as they want, but they can't deny that the worst massacres against SC/ST communities have happened under their regimes. For years, they sat in power but did nothing substantive to empower the SC/ST communities. In Parliament, Home Minister exposed the Congress's dark history of insulting Dr. Ambedkar and ignoring the SC/ST communities. They are clearly stung and stunned by the facts he presented, which is why they are now indulging in theatrics. Sadly for them, people know the truth. It is due to Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar that we are what we are. Our government has worked tirelessly to fulfill the vision of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar over the last decade, he said. Now, the historical facts on record show how Congress insulted Dr. Ambedkar. In 1952, Dr. Ambedkar lost to his ex-personal assistant and Congress candidate Narayan Sadoba Kajrolkar in Bombay North. Kajrolkar won by 15,000 votes and Ambedkar came fourth. In 1952, Nehru himself visited Mumbai twice to campaign against Dr. Ambedkar. Shripad Dange distributed pamphlets defaming the Dalit leader. 1954 by-election in Bhandara, Dr. Ambedkar defeated by the Congress nominee Bhaurao Borkar. Erstwhile Jansangh, now BJP, extended support to Dr. Ambedkar at that time. 1970, Congress awarded Padma Bhushan to Narayan Sadoba Kajrolkar. March 31st, 1990, Dr. Ambedkar posthumously conferred Bharat Ratna during the VP Singh government. April 12, 1990, Dr. Ambedkar's portrait unveiled in the Central Hall of Parliament by the then Prime Minister VP Singh. Why Dr. Ambedkar resigned from the Congress party? He quit from the Council of Ministers of Nehru on September 27, 1951, because Nehru didn't keep his promise of giving planning department to Ambedkar. He wasn't appointed to any committee of the Council of Ministers. Then Congress government was indifferent to the question of Dalits or their status, opposed Nehru's handling of the entire Jammu and Kashmir issue, disagreed with Nehru's faulty foreign policy as he predicted India would end up with more enemies than friends. He felt let down as Nehru didn't live up to his word on the Hindu Code Bill. Ambedkar criticized the Congress party, criticized Congress for neglecting lower castes, described the Congress as a dharmshala or a rest home, called the Congress a party lacking unity of purpose or principles, said the Congress was open to all including fools, knaves, friends, foes, communalists, secularists, reformers, orthodox, capitalists and anti-capitalists. And this is all recorded in history. Viewers, we're going to take a very short break. When we come back, it's the Ambedkar face-off, even as the Home Minister lambasts the Congress party on twisting his words on the Ambedkar saga and his presentation in the Rajya Sabha. It was a long press conference by...
संसद में जब चर्चा हो रही थी, ये सिद्ध हो गया कि बाबा साहेब आंबेडकर का कांग्रेस ने किस तरह से पुरजोश विरोध किया था। कांग्रेस पार्टी ने जिस तरह से तथ्यों को तोड़ मरोड़ कर रखने का प्रयास किया है, ये अत्यंत निंदनीय है और मैं इसकी निंदा करना चाहता हूं। नेहरू जी की आंबेडकर जी के प्रति नफरत जग जाहिर है। खरगे जी को भी कहना चाहता हूं, खरगे साहब, आपका तो कम से कम दायित्व तो बनता है, क्योंकि आप उस वर्ग से आते हो जो वर्ग के लिए बाबा साहब आंबेडकर जी ने पूरा जीवन समर्पित किया। मुझे बड़ा दुख है कि आप भी राहुल गांधी जी के दबाव में इसके अंदर शामिल हुए हो।
So it's an all-out fight on the Ambedkar legacy, who helped, who hurt, who respected, and who disrespected. Siddharth Yadav, national spokesperson of the BJP, with us. Sanket Yenagi, advocate, with us. My namaste and Jai Hind, gentlemen. Thank you very, very much. Sanket Yenagi, the charge is that the Congress deliberately trying to distort what was said in Parliament and trying to claim or appropriate Ambedkar's legacy when in the past the Congress has actually disrespected and disregarded him. That's the charge against the Congress party.
Before commenting on what Congress or other parties are saying or as to what BJP is claiming, the videos are self-explanatory. The video clearly says and shows how the Home Minister is mocking by using or taking the name of Ambedkar. Dr. Ambedkar is well-respected personality in the history of Indian independence and as much as subsequent to independence in framing of the Constitution. The constitutional makers are those who have dedicated their life for the upliftment of the downtrodden society and made it possible in India to have an equality before law and equal protection before law. And those people, instead of being respected and being disrespected or mocked by the sitting Home Minister, is not acceptable to any civilized society. Today, the Home Minister may be in power or maybe having the majority, yet he may be making such ridiculous statement or mocking by taking the name of Dr. Ambedkar. But it's not a healthy debate or healthy attempt that was made.
Right.
So in any civilized society, irrespective of political affiliations, the way it was used, the way it was mocked in a parliamentary debate is not a healthy development at all, be it of any party, irrespective of whether he's a minister or he's in an opposition. But this is not acceptable. One should have the minimum courtesy to or the respect to those who have contributed for the welfare of the country and the Constitution.
Siddharth Yadav?
Anand, definitely. I think the respect that must be given to Baba Sahib Ambedkar must be given by all political parties and must be given in all the sense that must prevail. And that was the essence of the speech of the Honorable Home Minister. The Honorable Home Minister was highlighting and exposing the Congress's rule over the years, the Congress's hatred towards Baba Sahib Ambedkar, and that is what they could not digest. And that is the reason that now Congress party has come up with a clip katua, being a clip katua and coming out with a short clip and spreading lies about the Honorable Home Minister's statement. I think this is most unfortunate for a political party, and especially for the oldest political party of this country, to come out and do this propaganda and trying to hide what the Congress party and the Gandhi family has been doing over years, not answering the questions that were asked, and trying to evade from the real essence of what the social justice in our country is. Why does not the Congress party answer that if Jawaharlal Nehru could have been given Bharat Ratna while he was alive, when Indira Gandhi could have been given Bharat Ratna when she was alive, when Rajiv Gandhi could have been given Bharat Ratna in 1991, why was Baba Sahib Bhimrao Ambedkar not given Bharat Ratna until 1990? What is the answer to that? Why is it not Congress party's prerogative to come out and answer that when Jawaharlal Nehru, had written a letter to his ministers that even if Baba Sahib Ambedkar leaves the cabinet, it's going to cause no harm? The Congress party had not even recommended his name in the 296 members who were designated to draft the constitution of this country. So many questions, so many pertinent questions were asked in the constructive debate that happened in the parliament. But the entire takeaway for Congress party is to come out with a propaganda debate clip. Propaganda clip to spread fake lies about the Honorable Home Minister. It is the country today which is asking serious questions from the Congress party. The Congress party has historically demeaned the Indian Constitution, has historically demeaned Baba Sahib Bhimrao Ambedkar. It was Jawaharlal Nehru who went down himself to ensure that Baba Sahib Bhimrao Ambedkar doesn't win the election. It was Jawaharlal Nehru, and the questions has to be asked. Anand,
right.
How is it that the margin of Baba Sahib Ambedkar when he lost the election, there were more votes disqualified in that election? No answers till date. 75 years. No respect given to Baba Sahib Ambedkar. No memorial made for Baba Sahib Ambedkar. Gandhi family can make all the memorials for the Gandhi family, for all their leader, all family members. Nothing for Baba Saheb Ambedkar. I think it is the pain that they have seen, that it is the Bharatiya Janata Party under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, which has come out and given due respect to our great stalwarts. They cannot digest this. And when they cannot digest this,
Right.
they come
Then-
out with propaganda. This is most unfortunate.
Sanket Yanagi, yes.
Assuming for the sake of argument, Congress or any other party still owe due to Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar, does it in any way empower the sitting Home Minister to make mockery of Dr. Ambedkar on the floor of the House? Is the question which the BJP has to answer. BJP
I'll answer
may
that.
hold several press conferences and say and spread also several messages over the social media and certain TV channels also and say justify the statement as if it is a respect given to Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar. But the tone and the tenor, the facial expression and the body language explains everything. You cannot override override that is already acceptable, already recorded, and it is visible to the common man. Is it a respectful attitude or approach of a Home Minister that the people will judge? And in my opinion, this was not expected and most uncalled for, especially for the Home Minister of the country. That's it.
Siddharth Yadav.
Anand, let me respond to that. Anand, I do not understand what is the disrespect that my friend is quoting here. What is the disrespect? The Honorable Home Minister said कि जो लोग अंबेडकर 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 कहते हैं, उनने अगर ईश्वर का इतना नाम लिया होता, exposing them, तो उनको मुक्ति मिल गई होती. And then he continues and he says कि हमें तो अच्छा लगा कि अंबेडकर जी का इतना नाम लेते हैं, पर उनके विचारों पर भी काम करना चाहिए. Should I expose the Congress party now? The president of the Congress party, Mallikarjun Kharge, on the same floor of the House, said this, and I'm playing the clip of the debate.
जी के खिलाफ थे कि अंबेडकर नेहरू जी के खिलाफ थे, वो पटेल भी था उसके साथ थे, अंबेडकर उनके साथ थे. ये नेहरू जी
अंबेडकर
नहीं है.
उनके साथ थे, अंबेडकर नेहरू जी के खिलाफ थे, अंबेडकर पटेल के साथ थे. Is this the disrespect that you're talking about? It is the principles of Baba Saheb Ambedkar that you need to follow. Questions have been asked. The Congress party is evading from those tough questions. The Congress party is evading from answering the historical questions that have been posed against us. The people of this country are asking, Anand, what is this propaganda? Why this propaganda? Come on, hard facts. I have quoted you so many facts. The Honorable Home Minister in his speech has given so many facts on what the Congress party has done over the years. Why no answer about it? Why no answer about it? Only a 10-second propaganda video. This is not how the Indian politics or the Indian democracy is going to flourish. This is not the way political parties function. But the people are going to answer. This is the same thing that they did during Lok Sabha polls. The people answered. This is what they tried during Haryana and Maharashtra. The people answered. The people of this country are going to answer Congress party and the entire opposition who are trying to do this propaganda because they have nothing more left in their bag. This is the only move that they can make.
Yes, Sanket Yanagi.
For the downtrodden society and those who have suffered inequalities over several centuries, Dr. Ambedkar was a god, and even now they believe that he is the god who has shown them the light of the day. And they consider Dr. Ambedkar as their Ishwar. And someone saying that instead of chanting the name of Dr. Ambedkar, if they had taken the name of Ishwar, then they would have something God in retaliation, he said. Is it not an insult to those people and sentiments of those people who believe Dr. Ambedkar as their Ishwar, as their God, and as someone who has shown them the light? So, in my opinion, the more they dig, they are digging their own grave. Instead, at least let them realize the blunder they have committed, seek an apology. The people of India and the country are more magnificent people we have. They can forget it if they seek an apology. If they don't, then it is going to be costly.
Are you saying that the Congress will apologize for opposing Dr. Ambedkar?
That's not the question here.
The point is, sir,
That's not the
as of January 2024, There was an article written by Sudhindra Kulkarni, which was endorsed by many members of the Congress party, which said that that those who are saying crediting Ambedkar for the constitution are wrong, and they should understand that it was Nehru. And there is more that was written in that article, and which was criticized for spreading canards, but it was openly endorsed by Congress members, and it's on record. It's been posted on X by so many members. So my point is, sir, will the Congress party apologize for the fact that political insecurities and political differences led to disrespect, marginalizing so many important contributors towards Bharat's shape and the way it is today? So many people who gave their blood, sweat and toil towards championing, shaping and also trying to model a Bharat that was envisaged at the time of our creation as an independent sovereign entity in 1947.
Assuming for a moment that Congress has committed a blunder for the sake of argument, does it empower the BJP to do the same?
No, but
does it empower them to commit the same?
No, Sanketji,
One
what
minute,
did
one minute.
the Home Minister? Sir, I would just like to implore upon your intelligence and your wisdom to understand that the Home Minister qualified before he said Ambedkar, 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 Ambedkar. He said, "आजकल एक fashion चला हुआ है." Some people have made it politically fashionable to chant the name of Ambedkar, is what he said, without even doing anything. It's good. Had you chanted the name of God so much, you would have gotten some benefit out of it, because it is good. And then he qualified it. At that time, Mr. Kharge had stood there up and he said, "Rukiye, understand, let me complete my statement. You people are doing it, but have you actually done anything rather than chanting? And or are you just being political opportunists today because the SC, ST, the Dalits have become a very strong and important vote bank in the political landscape?" That's the question the Home Minister asked, sir.
Yes.
So did the Congress actually put it out in whole? Or are they guilty of trying to distort the version and push out a separate narrative?
Let me answer this
question. So who should apologize?
Mr. Anand, this may be your statement or the statement of CNN News 18. But the tone and the tenor and the body language of the Home Minister, does it match with it or tally with it? Is the question the people are observing. I do not want to say anything about that. But the people are more intelligent in India. They observe every attitude, every approach as to how the downtrodden society has been treated, number one. Especially in the recent 10, 11 years. And subsequent to that, several incidents have been reported as to how they have been treated. Number two. Number three, how the incident is being justified despite that it is clearly visible to the common man. Number three. Number four, assuming for a moment that Congress has done blunder in not giving the due respect, without giving the due respect, does it enable the BJP to perpetuate that mistake?
No, sir, I have to wind up for the moment, but it is very clear who tried to distort, who was trying to put out the facts, and who has been caught in trying to gloss over what has happened in the past. The legacy of the past continues to haunt us in the present, and it will also perhaps influence the future.